Is it working? Right there, can you hear me?
Yeah, I just want. What? When was this?
Okay, so this was, I don't know the date, but it was when we were at the house, and Kite had gotten the call from Natiri. I think we were in the backyard. I think you were present, but I know it was me and Talib, because I'd asked Talib later, hey, do you remember this? And he said yes, and he told me exactly what was said. So I was like, oh, okay. He had received a call from Natiri right before the rape charges had gotten accused, and she had said to him, something needs to be done about this guy. I'm trying. Will you get behind me? I need to do something about this guy. We need to do something and bring him to an end. Will you stand behind me? And Kite had said, hey, I support you. I love you, but I don't know if I want to be involved in that. And that's the only portion I heard. So, were you there? Were you sitting under the mango tree with us?
Our room was right there by the mango tree.
Yeah.
And
Your door.
I'm pretty sure if I would have heard Janae call and say that, I would have heard that. And I'm gonna say I didn't hear a shit like that.
Okay.
I didn't hear nothing like that, Kaja. So no, I don't. That's not true. That's not true. No,
Is Kite there? Because I know that he was present.
He's not here yet. He on his way home from work, but I can stay live with you until he can speak for himself.
Yeah. And I mean, it's neither.
And we was on phone calls we was on phone calls with Janae privately without nobody, like in our own little room in Puerto Rico. And no.
I mean, I was there for that phone call, and Talib was there too, because even a year later, when it had popped into my mind, and I said, hey Talib, don't you remember that time that she called Kite? Okay. All right.
He on his way home.
All right. Because I had even gone, to the a couple months ago, and I said, hey, I don't know if this can help now, but I remember, overhearing this phone call portion, and and I remembered exactly kind of, where we were. I knew Talib was there. You were there, but maybe you were in the room.
Kaja, come on now, stop defending this man. He did it. He's guilty. He's guilty. Kaja.
He is guilty now, because they've said he's guilty. So I hear you on that.
No, it's not.
However,
they said he's guilty. He is guilty. He is.
But he's
of
not.
Rape. Of rape.
He's not
guilty.
He is legally guilty. You're right.
And Janae,
he is legally.
I can call Janae. She did not say that, bro.
No, I don't want to talk to Janae. I already saw her today. I don't need to talk to no Janae, man. But I'm saying is that, like, I'm just saying that phone call did happen. I recall it. Talib recalls it, because what I was saying was that a few months ago, I had, we were just talking about the case or whatever, and I said, hey, Talib, do you remember that time? When was that phone call? Do you remember that time that Janae had called Kite? And immediately he said, yeah, I remember. She asked him to, back her up, and he said, he was like, no, I ain't going down like that, you know what I mean?
Babe.
And
I can barely hear.
That's all.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
No, I can. Like, it's low, super low.
Cause I'm calling on the laptop.
Hold on.
Okay. I'm trying to call him right now, and cause I'm on live on my phone, so I'm trying to call him on my laptop. He told me to hold on, cause cause I don't remember that shit. I don't remember that shit.
I thought maybe you were there. Like, I thought maybe you were there in the apartment, but I don't remember exactly. But that phone call and the thing I'm saying, that definitely happened. So
let me tell y'all something. Everybody in my in this live in the chat saying he didn't rape her. Let me educate y'all. I ain't even gonna say and be scornful and call no names. Let me educate y'all. Once Hold on, let me go on the next one. Once a woman says no,
I agree.
and you continue to penetrate her, that is rape. I don't care how sweet it was. I don't care how slow, how sensual. He did it. If you say no or you don't give your consent, that is rape.
Okay, what if a woman says no, but then she decides that no, she is, and she says okay and all right.
If
Like,
she,
I mean, when you say no and you say yes, why is it still a
if
no?
some,
But why, if a
if
woman says
somebody says
yes and then
no,
at any
if
point she
somebody says no, you
decides
should
no, then
stop.
it's
You
no.
stop.
But why can she say no and then change her mind to yes, but there's still a no? Like, it's just the law is just so, like, I mean, how come yes can turn into a no, but a no cannot legally turn into a yes? I think that there's some flaws in the way that the legal process works as far as that. What is no turned into a yes versus yes turned into a no?
It's no. It's no. Just to be safe, you would really have to be slow to keep going after somebody says no, even if they say yes. After, if they change their mind. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
No, still low.
Hold on. Let me see something.
I think it's the iPad, probably.
I'm on the laptop.
Oh, damn, I don't know.
Is it super low? Like, can you hear me at all?
When I tell you it's like low, it's like slow.
Okay, hold on. I'm finna
And I got something important. Like I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, babe, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to call him. He said he can't hear me on here. I got a iPad because I want him to know, like. Hey. All his defenders are really shook. Really shook. And cause I want you to know, like, you can do better. You can do better than this. You can do better than this.
I can do better than recalling what I know happened and just talking about it. I mean, there's no doing better or not. Like, I mean, regardless of how we feel, how anybody feels, and that's our right. That's your right. I understand from a woman's perspective, no means no. I understand that. What I'm talking about is that the timeline of things that happened was sketchy. I remember the call. I remember I was in the backyard on the concrete right by your guys' apartment. I remember Kite getting the call. I remember hearing Janae. I remember her asking him if he would support her and him saying, like, I support you, but I don't want to get involved in this. I remember that. And I know that Kite remembers it if I remember it. And Talib remembers it.
Of course, Talib
Exactly.
gonna say he remember that, bro. Come on, Talib is sick himself. Let's be real. Talib, of course, you said that Talib told you that when you was getting that, when you got sexually assaulted by that Hollywood producer or whatever he was. Talib told you, well, did you tell him no? What kind of sick bastard would
And
say that to
you
a
know what?
woman? What kind of sick
That was
bastard would say
the
that to a woman? You
question that
right to
I
be angry.
asked. Did
No, you
I
was
tell
right to
him
be
no?
angry about what happened to you. You got sexually assaulted. You got violated. You was right to be angry. He told you don't be angry. He told you to call the person who raped you. He told you to call that person and talk to him.
Did call him. And
Is
he
that
was
true?
shocked. He said,
What kind
"Why?
of
You know?"
bro?
He said,
No.
Liz,
I'm tired of people like you, Kaja.
Liz,
I'm tired of people like you defending stuff like this. We got daughters, bro. This stuff is not okay.
bro.
This stuff
No,
is
there's
not
no
okay,
concern
bro.
about
Stop
daughters.
defending people like that.
daughters to
And then
say
you
no.
ain't in the black community.
We
It's happening a
our
lot in the black
daughters
community. You're
to
not
say
even in the
no.
black community. And you trying to
No.
defend people like that and put people like that into the black community, bro.
Listen,
What's wrong with you?
scream.
You trying to put people
Stop.
like that back into our community. That's our community. That's
Talib
not
said,
your
did you
community.
ever, Liz, you can stop screaming. We understand.
No, because I'm passionate about it. It happened to me.
Stop.
It happened to you.
Stop.
You know people who it happened to.
Stop.
You can't defend people like
Liz,
that,
why
bro.
are you screaming?
Because
Liz, please let me talk.
pissing me off.
Liz,
You pissing
Liz,
me off, cousin. You
respect.
pissing
Stop
me
screaming.
off.
Stop screaming. Please. All I'm
You
saying
trying to put people like that back
Liz,
into
stop.
our
Why are
community.
you being disrespectful?
Who got to be a black woman?
Would you keep
Black
raping
women
a
got
woman if
messed
she's
with
telling
black
you to stop right
women.
now? Would you keep raping a woman if she's asking you to stop and give her a second to talk? Thank you. All I'm saying is that Talib said, "Did you tell the guy no?" And I go, "See, you won't let me. You won't let me
Even if
talk."
you think
Is
Janae
that like
is
Eligio? He's
lying,
just gonna keep fucking you.
Brianna
What
told
are you
her
doing?
story.
Why are you screaming?
Kendra told
Let
her
me
story.
talk.
Velvet told her
Let me
story.
talk.
Even if you think
Let me
Janae is
talk.
lying, they all told their story, and he's
Talk.
going to serve justice for that.
Okay, listen. I'm not gonna. I understand she's passionate about this. I'm not gonna listen to her screaming. What I'm trying to say is that a similar incident did happen to me, and I told Talib that it was bothering me that whole time. And Talib said, "Did you ever tell the guy no? That you didn't want it? That it was hurting you?" And the answer was no. I didn't tell him at that time. And Talib says, "Well, how do you know he wouldn't have stopped? Why don't you tell him?" So you know what I did? I called the man. I called that man. And I said, when we had, our interaction, and you were doing this to me anally and this and that, I said, it hurt. I didn't want to do it. And he was like, he got choked up in tears. And he said, why didn't you tell me? And we had a long discussion after that, to the point where he came to the understanding that I wasn't enjoying myself. And my lack of mentioning it was what encouraged him to move forward and keep going, because he didn't know I wasn't enjoying myself, but I wasn't. So I just kept going forward with it. Now, what Liz is screaming about, I understand. She's very invested in, her husband was a member of that, and he was abused, or supposedly. So what I'm saying is that I overheard that conversation, and regardless of, you know, regardless of whether Kite Denedrix is willing to admit to that conversation, because I know I heard it 100%. When I asked my partner if he had heard that conversation, because I thought he was present, he had told, and I didn't say anything about it. Immediately he came back and was like, yeah, I remember. She said, will you stand up for me if I say this? And Kite said, no, I ain't really trying to get involved like that, but I do support you. And that was the gist of the phone call. That's all I can say. And so I know that phone call happened because I was there, and Talib knows it. Now, whether or not Kite would want to go against his wife and say that phone call happened when she's clearly very passionate about it is one thing. But I know what I heard, and I know I'm being truthful, so that's that. So anyway, so I just got, the word of his guilty on all charges, and I was feeling sad about that because, I do support my friend. And to me, based on things that I know behind the scenes and things I know of him, is I don't feel that this is a fair judgment, but I have to respect it because, on the proof that the jury did hear on the evidence the jury heard is Allegio did admit to her saying no. And as women, we know, no, no, no. He knows that phone call happened. We all know the phone call happened. So it is what it is. But if my wife was so passionate about it, I also wouldn't, I wouldn't